Hello students, welcome back to the 7th video of this playlist. So this video will be the last video of this playlist since we will be solving the last question of the most recent past paper of Statistics 2, which is the October 2024 S2 paper. So uh, before we start, as I said in the previous videos, you should check the comment box for any note on this video, because I'm telling the same thing in at the start of each of the videos, because I want to ensure that all of you get the correct answer and correct solution from me, and you don't get wrong things from me. So for that, I will look onto the solution after solving the whole paper back to back, and then I'll notify in the comment box if I have done any mistakes here. So I have to do so because the mark scheme of this paper, since it is the most recent paper, so the mark schemes of these papers are not available yet, so it's not possible to check whether I'm correct or not. So that's why I have to check it out by myself after the after solving the paper. So that's it. And yeah, definitely, if you find any problem or if you find any mistake that I have done while solving this paper, feel free to write it down in the comment box. I'll be there to reply to you. Okay, so let's get started with the last question of this paper, which is the question number 7. So question number 7, I got to what formula booklet. Okay, here you go. This is question number 7. So the question number 7 says the continuous random variable x has probability density function PDF given by f of x, ax for x greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal 4, bx plus c for x greater than 4, less than or equal 8, and 0 otherwise. Okay, where a, b, and c are constants. So just below we can see a figure. This is showing the probability density function. The sketch of probability density function is given. Figure 1 shows the graph of the probability density function. Oh, okay, this is the drawing, not the sketch. This is a perfect drawing for PDF. So the graph consists of two straight line segments of equal length joined at the point where x equals 4. You can see in figure 1 in the graph of PDF that the two line segments, it's forming a triangle. They are of equal length, and so they are forming an isosceles triangle, right? Okay, so that's about the question. So part A here is asking to show that a equals to 1 over 16. Okay, so what is a here? A is basically the coefficient of x in the PDF, of PDF for x greater than or equal 0, less than or equal 4. So for x greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 4, we know that what it's forming, since it's an isosceles triangle. Okay, since it's an isosceles triangle, so the total area can be divided by what, into two parts, if you divide it here, right? So that's basically what, half of the total probability, right? So we can write that half times base times height. Base is 4, height is what, the fx is ax. It is what, it is basically we need a straight line. This is basically ax. Okay, this is ax. So what we can write for part A, let's go to the next page. For part A, half times base is what, 4 times height is what, ax. Okay, so okay, ax, it's basically x is what, the value for x is 4 there, isn't it? We have to put not ax, it should be 4a. Okay, so half times base times height is 4a. This is equals to what, half, right? So what you will get, half cancels out, so 16a equals to 1. So a equals to 1 over 16. That's it. We have showed successfully that the value for a is 1/16. Fine. Next is part B. In part B, the question is asking to find the value of b in part 1. Okay, so we need to find out the value of b in part 1, and in part 2 we need to find out the value of c. Okay, they said hence, that means we need to use the value of a that we found in part A. Okay, so we need to find out the value for b and the value for c. Okay, so for that we know that the area under the PDF, it's what it gives the probability, right? The cumulative probability. Okay, so bx plus c, this is the PDF for x greater than 4, less than or equal 8, right? So we know that this area is how much? The area of this triangle, it's also half, right? So okay, so this y value, it's what? 4a, right? And we know that, we can see that if you put x equals to 4 in this equation, what you will get? 4b plus c, right? So let's put what? X equals to 4. If you put x equals to 4 in f of 4, okay, using the equation, using the equation of the interval x greater than 4, less than or equal 8, so you will get 4b plus c. Okay, so 4b plus c, it's equals to what? It's the probability ax. It is equals to what? Ax is how much? A is 1/16 and x is what? 4, because this is the common point, isn't it? So what we can write next? 4b plus c, it is equals to what? 1/4. This is one equation we got. Next is, we know that the area under this triangle, it's what? It's also half, right? So this area, half times base times height. Height is, it's 4a. So let's integrate. Okay, because integrating the PDF, we will get the area, isn't it? So what we can write? So integration from 8 to 4, which one? Bx plus c dx, that would be equals to half, isn't it? Okay. So what we can write here? Look, definite integral, so half of integration bx squared, so half of bx squared plus cx. Upper limit is 8, lower limit is 4, so you will get what? Half. So put the upper limit. If you put the upper limit there, so 64, 8 squared is 64 over 2, which is 32b plus what? 8c, right? Minus 4 squared is what? 16, right? 4 squared is 16, so 16 over 2, this is 8b minus 4c, this is equals to half, right? Is it fine? Let's double check. 8 square is 64 over 2, this is 32 plus 8c minus 16 over 2, this is 8b minus 4c. Okay, that's fine. So 32b minus 8c, that would give you 24b plus 8c minus 4c, this is plus 4c, it is equals to what? Half, right? So we got two simultaneous equations, isn't it? So now we will just solve them out. Okay, let's multiply this equation by 4, so you will get 16b plus 4c, this is equals to what? 1. Okay, so if you solve the simultaneous equation, what you will get? Let's consider elimination method. Okay, so from 24b plus 4c equals to half, let's subtract the first one, which is 16b plus c, right? 16b plus 4c, so that 4c gets cancelled, so 16b plus 4c, this is equals to 1. Okay, So what you will get, 24b minus 16b, that is basically 8b equals to what? Negative half, right? So the value for b is what? Negative 1 over 16. That's it. We got the value for b. Next is what? We need the value for a. So the value for a would be what? Just put it in any of the equation. Sorry, the value for c. So for b plus c equals to 1 over 4. So if you make c subject from there, so what you will get? C equals to what? 1 over 4 minus what? Minus 4b, right? Take 4b to the right side. So minus 4 times what? 1 over 16. So negative negative makes it positive. So you will get 1 over 4 plus 1 over 4. That would give you what? C equals to 2 over 4, which is half. So we got the value for b and the value for c. So they asked for the value for b in part 1. So this is the answer for part 1. Okay, this is the answer for part 1, and the answer for part c, it's what? Answer for part 2, it is the value for c. That's it. So that's the process to find out the value for b and c, and that's what part B has asked for. Fine. Okay, next is part C. In part C, the question is asking to use algebraic integration to show that variance of x is what? 8 over 3. Okay, so we need to use integration to show that the variance. Okay, so variance of x. What's the formula for variance of x? So the formula for variance of x is what? For part C, variance of x, it's what? Expectation of x squared minus expectation of x what? Whole squared. Okay, so expectation of x squared, so we need to find out expectation of x squared. What's that? It would be integration, right? So the formula for expectation of x squared, it is integration from b to a x squared times f of x dx. If you don't know the formula, no worries, it will be given in the formula booklet in the statistics 2 part. Okay, here you can see, look, this is the formula for expectation of x. Okay, so expectation of x squared would be just in place of x you will consider x squared. That's it. Okay, so x squared times f of x. So that means in finding expectation of x squared, we need to multiply what? The PDF by what? X squared, right? While we integrate. So there are 2 parts, isn't it? 2 parts, that one is ax and then it is bx plus c. So at first ax is from 0 to 4. So the value for a is 1 over 16, right? So take 1 over 16 outside the integral. Upper limit is 4, lower limit is 0, and then we need to multiply by x squared, right? So that would be x cube dx. That's it. Plus then integration. The next equation is from 4 to 8, right? Bx plus c. B is negative 1 over 16, but we need to multiply by x squared. Don't forget it. So x times x squared, that makes it x cube. So bx plus c plus half of what? X squared. Okay, dx. That's it. Okay, now we need to just integrate. Okay, so 1 over 16 times x cube. So integration of x cube is what? 1 over 4 x to the power 4. Upper limit is 4, lower limit is what? 0, right? And then next is what? Integration of x cube is x to the power 4. So negative 1 over what? 64. Okay, and then x squared, the integration of x squared is x cube. So plus 1 over 2 times 3, that is basically 6. Upper limit is 8, lower limit is 4. That's it. Now just do the calculation. Okay, 1 over 16. So we need to put the what limits. 4 to the power 4 over 4, which makes it 4 cube, which is 64, minus 0, right? So 1 over 16 times 64 plus 8 to the power 4. 8 to the power 4 is basically 4096. So 4096 over 64, this is basically 64. So negative 64 plus 8 cube. 8 cube is 512 over 6, that is 256 over 3. Okay, then plus 4 to the power 4. 4 cube is 64. So 4 cube is 64. That is basically just 4. Okay, yeah, if I'm not wrong, 4 cube is 64. So 4 to the power 4 over 4 cube, right? That means only 4. Okay, and then minus 4 cube is 64 over 6, which is what? 32 over 3. Okay, 32 over 3. Okay, now just do the summation. What you will get? You will get the expectation of x squared. It is basically 64 over 16 is 4. So 4 minus 64 plus 4 plus 256 over 3 minus 32 over 3, not 2 there. Okay, 32 over 3. So you will get 56 over 3. This is the expectation of x squared. Next is what? Expectation of x. So should we use the formula for expectation of x? No need. It will be just waste of time. Just consider the graph. Okay, since it is a symmetrical graph, that means the median and the mean will be at the center, which is 4. Okay, by symmetry we can say what? It is 4. Okay, so now what? Variance of x, it's what? Expectation of x squared, which is 56 over 3, minus the mean squared, which is expectation of x whole squared, 16. Okay, so what you will get here? 56, take 3 LCM, so 56 minus 48. Okay, so variance of x would be what? 8 over 3. And that's what part C has asked exactly to show. Right, fine. Okay, next is part D. In part D, the question is asking to find to 2 decimal places the lower quartile and the upper quartile of x. Okay, we need to find out the Q1 and Q3. Okay, so Q1 is what? 0.25, right? So definitely it will be what? From 0 to 4. So we will consider the first equation of the PDF. Fine. So Q1 is how much area? 0.25. 1 over 4, right? 1/4 area. So for part D, Q1. For Q1, it would be integration from 0 to x, where x is the Q1. Okay, let's say x1. So b, it's ax. So take 1 over 16 outside the integral, and x is as it is, dx. Okay, so what you will get? It should be equal to 1/4, because what? Lower quartile is 1/4 probability, right? So integrate it, you will get half of what? X squared. Okay, upper limit is x1, lower limit is 0. So multiply both sides by 16, so you will get 4 here. Now half of x squared, so that would be half of x1 whole squared equals to what? 4. So x1 would be what? 4 times 2, it is 8. So square root of 8. Square root of 8 is basically what? 2 square root of 2, right? So we got Q1, the lower quartile, Q1 equals to 2 square root of 2. Done. Next is Q3. So Q3 is how much area? Okay, before considering the area, Q3 is basically 0.75, 3/4 of area. So definitely it will be in this region, right? So in this region we need to consider the second equation, that is bx plus c. Okay, so for Q3 we're going to consider what? Integration. The upper limit is what? X3. Lower limit is what? 4. And negative equation is -1/16 x plus c. The value for c is half. Yeah, half. Okay, dx, this is equals to what? 3/4. Okay, now just integrate in definite integral. You will get -1/32x squared plus half of x, upper limit is x3, lower limit is 4, equals to what? 3/4. Okay, now just put the values. You will get -1/32x3 whole squared plus half of x3 plus x plus what? 4 squared is what? 16. 16/32, it is what? Half. The lower limit is 4, and then minus what? 4/2, which is 2. This is equals what? 3/4. Okay, now what we need to do, we got half of x3 minus x3/32. Take all the constants, x3 whole squared, right, over 32. Take all the constants to the left side, so we will have a quadratic equation. So -2 plus half, this is negative what? 1.5, which is -3/2. So 0.5 minus 2 minus 3/4, that is basically -9/4. -9/4, this is equals to 0. Now multiply both sides by -32. So you will get x3 whole squared, and then it will become -16 x3, and it will become plus what? Negative makes it positive. So 32/4 is what? 8. And 8 times 9, it is 72. This is equals to 0. Fine. Now we need to solve this quadratic equation. Is it possible to middle term? 72. Yes. 12 times 4, it doesn't work. 18. Yeah. 18 times, 18 also don't works. Okay, let's use quadratic formula. Minus b plus minus square root of b squared. B squared is 16 squared minus 4 times 72. That gives -32. Okay, I think okay, it becomes minus, then plus, positive x3 whole squared, -16. Okay, the mistake is we didn't consider the ax part, right? We have to add half with that. Yeah, we missed this part. Look. Okay, let me show you. It is basically cumulative probability, right? So this area is half. We didn't consider this earlier. Okay, so half plus that part, it is what? Q3. Okay, so we need to just add half with that. Okay, we need to just add half with that, so that it becomes what? Cumulative. So half plus that much. Okay, so 3/4 minus half, that would be what? 1/4. Okay, if you take half to the right side, it will be 1/4. 1/4. Okay, half minus 2, 0.5 minus 2 minus 1 over 4. That would give you negative 7 over 4. Now it's perfect. Negative 7 over 4. Now if you multiply both sides by 32, negative 32, you will get not 72 now. It will be negative makes it positive. That's fine. So 32 over 4 is 8, and 7 times 8 is 56. Okay. So now is it possible to middle term? 4 times 14. No, it's not possible still. So x3 equals to minus b. Let's use quadratic formula. So b squared is 16 squared minus 4 times 56. Okay. So this is exactly 32 over twice of a. Okay. So we need to consider the positive value because we can see that the x-axis is basically positive. So square root of 32, it's 4 square root of 2. So 8 plus 2 square root of 2. That's the Q3. So we got the upper quartile. It is 8 plus 2 square root of 2. That's it. So Q1 is 2 square root of 2, and Q3 it's what? Wait a minute. 8 plus the upper limit is 8. So if you consider the negative value, that is not negative, 8 minus square root of 32 over 2, it gives what? 1.171. Okay. So isn't it 8 the upper limit? If 8 is the upper limit, okay, just hold a bit. Oh yeah, 8 is the upper limit. So it's Q3, it shows even greater than 8. It doesn't make sense. Wait. So x3 is, okay, half. 3 over 4 minus half, this is 1 over 4. That's perfect. So half minus 2. Okay, we'll get 1 over 4. So 0.5 minus 2 minus 1 over 4. This is negative 7 over 4. Okay, negative 7 over 4 times negative 32. It gives 56. That's correct. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the problem is we got the workings are perfect, no issues with there. I have checked. So 8 plus minus 2 square root of 2, right? So 8 plus 2 square root of 2, it is what? Greater than 8. So it doesn't make sense because it's getting outside the interval. So the answer should be what? 8 minus 2 square root of 2. Okay. So the Q3, the upper quartile, we got 8 minus 2 square root of 2. And the lower quartile, it's what? Only 2 square root of 2. So that's what part D of question number 7 has asked for. Fine. Okay. Next is part E. In part E, the question says a statistician claims that probability of x minus mu greater than negative sigma, the standard deviation, less than positive sigma, that is standard deviation, that is what? Greater than 0.5, where mu and sigma are the mean and the standard deviation of x. Fine. So part E is asking to show that the statistician's claim is correct. Okay. So we need to show that the statistician's claim is what? Correct. Okay. So for that, what we can do at first, let's add mu on both sides of the inequality. Okay. So for part E, probability of x greater than, it was negative sigma, right? So that would be mu minus sigma less than what? Mu plus sigma. Okay, this is what the question says. It's greater than half, isn't it? It's greater than half, exactly. So it's greater than half. Okay, so let's consider if you consider x equals to mu plus sigma, this is what? Mu is the mean, 4 plus it's what? Sigma, it's square root of variance, right? So square root of 8/3, which will give you 4 plus 2 square root of 2/3, right? So 4 plus 2 square root of 2/3. Okay, 4 plus 2 square root of 2 square root of 2 divide what? 3. It's basically 4.94 something. Okay, and the Q3 we got 8 minus 2 square root of 2. So 8 minus 2 square root of 2, it gives us 5.17. So which is less than Q3. Okay, and if you consider x equals to mu minus the sigma, it is basically 4 minus 2 square root of 2/3. This will give you what? This will give you, oh wait, 2 square root of 2 over square root of 3. I missed it, square root of 3. So 4 plus 2 square root of 2 over square root of 3, that would give you 5.63. Okay, it will give you 5.63, which is greater than the Q3. Okay, Q3 is 8 minus 2 square root of 2. 8 minus 2 square root of 2, it is 5.17, and this is what? 5.63. So definitely it's greater. Okay, and mu minus sigma, it is basically 4 minus 2 square root of 2 over square root of 3. So 4 minus 2 square root of 2 over square root of 3. So it is basically what? Giving 2.36 something. Okay, so 2.36 something, it is what? Less than the Q1. How did you understand? Q1 was what? 2 square root of 2, right? So 2 square root of 2 is 2 point something, and it is just 1 point something. Okay, so that means the range that the statistician has considered, it is basically, okay, wait, 4 minus 2 square root of 2 over square root of 3, this is 2.36. 2.36, and 2 square root of 2, it is 2.82. So definitely this value, it's what? Less than Q1. So we know that why I'm considering Q1 with respect to Q1 and Q3. The reason is that the difference, the probability between Q1, the lower quartile, and the upper quartile, it's what? Half. And here the upper limit is greater than the Q3, lower limit is less than the Q1. That means definitely what? This probability will be greater than half, right? So what we can write here? Probability of x greater than Q1, okay, less than Q3, it's what? It is equals to half. Hence what we can say? Hence probability of x greater than mu minus sigma less than mu plus sigma. Okay, mu plus sigma is what? Greater than Q3, and mu minus sigma, it is what? Less than Q1. Okay, hence this probability is what? Greater than 0.5. Okay, so the statistician is correct, right? So the statistician claim is what? Correct. That's it. That's what part E of question number 7 has asked to show, right? Yeah, so that's the end of question number 7, and yeah, that's all about the statistics 2 October 2024 paper. Thank you.